Hello, welcome to European Open Briefing for Wednesday, February 13th. I'm Rafi Bajan, currency analyst at xm.com, and we're going to be having a look at what's happening in the currency markets today. So the positive sentiment surrounding the US-China trade talks is continuing to lift markets this morning. Yesterday, President Trump suggested that the deadline could be extended, suggesting that the two sides are getting closer to a deal. So we saw a strong rally in Asia this morning following strong gains on Wall Street overnight. And that lifted risk-sensitive currencies, the Aussie, the Kiwi, and the Loonie, all performing very well this morning. In particular, the New Zealand dollar, which is up by more than 1% following the RBNZ meeting, where the bank wasn't quite as dovish as had been expected. European currencies also getting a lift higher. The euro yesterday managed to recover back above the 1.13 level, though this morning it's somewhat flat against the US dollar. The greenback itself against the yen, it's doing fairly well, as the yen is also a safe haven currency. But given the easing trade tensions, the dollar against other majors did come under pressure yesterday. The dollar index fell sharply, though this morning we can see dollar index has also steadied. And in commodities, oil prices rallied strongly yesterday following an OPEC report saying that output in January was cut sharply. Let's now take a closer look at the US dollar. We can see dollar yen climbing to 2-month highs, and we've got those trade talks taking place today and tomorrow. President Trump said that the March 1st deadline could allow that to slide for a little while if a real deal is within reach. But another potential risks for the US dollar this week is the funding bill, the potential government shutdown. Although the Republicans and Democrats have signed a tentative deal, President Trump has yet to confirm whether or not he's going to sign this off, as the bill doesn't provide enough funding for his border wall, and we could see that being center markets focus on Friday when a vote is expected in Congress. Looking at the European currencies, the euro recovering nicely, though its increases have come to a halt this morning. Sterling also recovering back above the 1.29 handle. So Prime Minister May has asked Parliament to more time to renegotiate the backstop issue, but others are accusing her of basically running down the clock to force through a deal at the last minute. Prime Minister May has promised MPs more amendments, more votes to make more amendments to a Brexit deal. That's expected to take place at the end of February, and there's a renewed effort by MPs to force another amendment, to attempt another amendment that would force the government to delay Article 50. Still a lot of uncertainty there. Sterling, for now, though, is steady around just above the 1.29 level. The more immediate focus today will be January inflation data coming out of both the UK and the US later on. Looking now at the New Zealand dollar, we can see it surged to 1-week high of 0.6851 following the RBNZ meeting, where they kept rates unchanged. And although they did push back the timing of a rate increase from the third quarter of 2020 to the first quarter of 2021, analysts, traders were nevertheless expecting potentially some signs, signals of a rate cut, but the governor Adrian Orr said that chances of a rate cut have not increased. So that's why we saw that big jump in the New Zealand dollar against the greenback. Oil prices also doing well since yesterday. The OPEC latest report, showed that output was slashed by 800,000 barrels per day in January. That was more than had been expected. We're going to have US inventories numbers coming up later today, so those could be in focus following that latest report from OPEC. WTI rallied yesterday. This morning is up by a further 0.6% at the moment. The Loonie getting a helping hand higher from the higher oil prices. It had fallen to 6-week lows, but now it managed to recover to 1-week highs at 1.3192. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.